What y'all want me to say? Now, I see y'all looking at this video, you know what I'm saying? Like the video first and foremost. Subscribe to the channel, please. But what you want me to say about this? I mean, because I got a lot to say. So, y'all hold it down for me because I'm finna get ready to go in. I'm finna go deep under the waters with this one. Jess Hilarious and Loren LaRosa, y'all. We got Jess Hilarious on one side. She's a little frustrated because, you know, social media has been really like getting at her. And I've been seeing a lot of the comments myself, and it always be under the video that the Breakfast Club posts. And they're saying how when Jess is there, they'll be like, when's Loren coming back? Oh, Loren this, Loren that. Loren. Loren is so much better. Loren. But I have one person to blame for that, though. Jess, it's your fault, man. If you would have never put somebody that you know that was greater at what they do than you in that particular field, you should never let that person come in and substitute for you when you took off on maternity leave. Now, I noticed something that if Jess or whoever in her camp or whoever they see this video, whoever, if y'all big fans of Jess Hilarious, because I know I am, but I'm not finna sugarcoat anything on any cookies. We got a bunch of cookies lined up, and I ain't got no sugar coating for none of them. So I guess they're going to be some dry, paperback, tasting-ass cookies. Because if she would have never put this girl in position to even be on the radio, to come in for when she wasn't there, when she was getting ready to, you know, have her baby for the years that, it felt like years, because that's how long she was on maternity leave, seems like. But for the months that Jess was gone, Loren LaRosa has been smoking. I'm talking about every day, like this woman coming in, like she need this. Like Loren LaRosa every morning, she coming in like she ain't got nothing else. Her back up against the wall. I got to have this job. I'm talking about I got to have it since last year. That's how bad and the passion that I hear Loren when she deliver the news that she delivered. I see like how she go out her ways to, you know, get the report the news and come back and bring it to the Breakfast Club. Like she really be outside with it. And that's somebody I feel like is to be honest, I feel like that's a person that's worthy of having the job up there. Because you got to think about it, y'all. It's somebody who spent a lot of time and they got a lot of time invested into putting in behind all the work that Loren LaRosa put in. And then when she get on the microphone, like how articulate she speaks and how great she sounds when she's up there, like, I'm going to just call a spade a spade. The girl is a better fit. But do I want Jess replaced? No, I don't. I would like for it to be Loren and Jess. But if it has to come down to between the two, Loren is a better fit. I was riding for Jess the whole time. I was like, ain't nobody finna come in and take Jess Hilarious spot. I mean, I'm riding with Jess, whatever, and I'm still riding for her. But Jess has other talents. And I just feel like the Breakfast Club is just something that she want to try. Like something that she just wants to, not saying she don't take it serious, because Jess does take it seems as if sometimes she take her job serious. And sometimes it seems like she just be up there kicking the shits. But that's some Jess, I mean, she's comfortable to the point that she knows that she always has acting. She always has, you know, comedy, you know, being on the road, doing her stand-up and things like that, because the girl is talented, man. Jess Hilarious is talented. So she's never not gonna have to worry about not having no gig, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to radio, Loren just seems like that's all she got. Like there's nothing else left. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's no other option. Like it's this or nothing. And I see that and I hear that when she speaks, and it just seems like somebody who's just 100% all in. And if you a company like iHeart, I can see why they were like, you know, whatever decision they make, I wouldn't be surprised if it has to come down to either or, why they would, you know, go to that side. But Jess, on the other hand, like when Jess went on live and, you know, vented out her frustrations, to me, when I'm seeing that, I'm like, if honestly, I'm finna get right to it right here. Think about it, y'all. Like, if you see somebody going out venting and they still under contract, don't they kind of make you think in the back of your mind, like, this is all just, promotion just for viewership for the Breakfast Club? Because honestly, you think a company like iHeart will let you go and talk bad about the company if you still under contract with them and you still getting paid? Think about it. So that's why this whole thing seems like to me just a storyline pitch, just to see if this is going to work to bring in more views, because the Breakfast Club has been hitting a couple of slumps and lumps in the road as far as views. And the Bill Durr, the white comedian or whatever, and he's funny. That's somebody who I would hang around with, personally, but I'll go check out his stand-up because he's funny. But Bill Burr, if I'm saying his last name correctly or whatever, when he came up there, like, that video did like over 1 million. And it's been a minute since the Breakfast Club hit that 1 million mark, or coming anywhere close to that. So Bill Burr coming up there, that really did him some what's the word I'm looking for? That really did them great for their platform, because they needed that. So they need more of that. They want some more of that. So by this, storyline, I feel like it's a storyline pitch with Jess, Hilarious, and Loren is a thing that I feel like they're trying to see if the viewers gonna engage, who haven't engaged more into listening to the Breakfast Club and watching the videos and things like that, because they on Tubi as well. So I feel like, honestly, that is just a story pitch, just to see how people are going to respond to it and see if there's going to be more engagement and traffic going to the algorithms of their channel. Because honestly, like, if you are owner of iHeart, you ain't finna let nobody come and say nothing negative about, and we paying you, and you still on the contract, and you think you finna say something bad about us? Oh, I think not. Man, they would sue Jess for defamation. Like, they would really take Jess to court. Like, they would try to sue. You can't do that. So that's how I know that this is just a story. This isn't real, because Jess isn't really just frustrated. She just showing off her acting skills, because it ain't no way, man. It ain't no way you still on the contract and you able to say all this and still getting paid. And just think about it, like, Jess can come to work and not do nothing, not say nothing, just don't even show up. She's still on the contract, she still get paid. So I'm looking at this and I'm hearing about this Loren roasted this, Loren roasted that. Let's just say if all this was the truth. You think that they would let Jess go up there and say all what she's saying? Again, y'all think that iHeart, and we know iHeart like got a bunch of white people on their staff, and so much to the point that they ain't even get Breakfast Club an invite to the iHeart Awards this year. Can you believe that? They ain't even get an invite. They ain't even known anything about it. So they just show you that, when they want it, when they want to care about you or pretend like they care about you, you'll know. But when you don't get the invite. But back to what I was saying, like, you got to think about it. If you from a business standpoint, like, you got somebody, your employee, you think you're gonna allow them to talk bad about your business and you still paying them and they're under contract? If this was anything real, Jess won't be able to say nothing until after her contract is up. After her contract is up and they ain't paying her no more, then she can say all what she wants to. If this was a real thing, you want to hear nothing. You want to hear like a peeping word. You hear Angela Yee didn't say nothing, because all that with Angela Yee, that was real. So she didn't go to no live and do none of this, because it wasn't no storyline pitch. It wasn't nothing to try to boost views. That shit was real. So she couldn't say nothing until after her contract was up and she was out of there. And you think Jess Hilarious finna get some special treatment, like they finna let her just say what she want because she just hilarious? Nah. You still black. And they ain't having none of that. They ain't having none of that. They ain't finna let you say nothing about their company and they still paying you and you still under contract. It just ain't happening. So that's why I'm saying, like, with this just hilarious and this Loren LaRosa, it brings me to this. It's all just for views, man. It's all just for, you know, the build that engagement and have that traffic coming back to the Breakfast Club like the way it used to. Or at least to pitch it. That's why I said storyline pitch. Just to see if that engagement would come back into fruition the way it was when it was going in through that one. The Breakfast Club was getting a lot of traffic. It was getting a lot of views for each video, for each interview that they had and they held. And they was popping. Hot like fish grease. So, yeah, this is what this is all about. And I like the entertainment behind it because it almost makes me forget that Jess Hilarious is an actress. So it almost looks as if believable, you know, when she's saying what she's saying, because it almost make you forget that this ain't real. This is all just for play. Because ain't no company, especially a company that's majority white, gonna let you say anything bad about them and you still under contract and they paying. So that's my whole thing with the Jess Hilarious and Loren LaRosa. But the thing is that is real. People are spamming the comments every time. You know, the whole Loren about, it's like Loren LaRosa got like a Loren hive or something. Like it's always a bunch of people in the comments supporting her as if I can't say it's her because it's too many. It's a lot of them being there every day. And if that's her under all them different accounts, well, she a bad motherfucker. So what I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say this. I'm loving the show. I got my popcorn, and I like what they trying to do to try to like rebuild the engagement and the traffic with the viewership over to the Breakfast Club. It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. It's good to watch. But what I will say, what Jess Hilarious did do though, I wouldn't be surprised if Shaq, you know, I don't know how he took that when she went up there and said that he had 4 white women up in his house, 4 thick white women up in his house. Like, I ain't saying I would never believe that Shaq would do something like that, but damn, 4. So it's like, I don't think Shaq, boy, I don't think Shaq took that too kindly. But I don't think Shaq would be as petty as enough to cost the girl a job. So this whole situation is just entertainment, man. It's just entertainment because if it was anything real, like I said, with that whole Jess Hilarious and Loren LaRosa situation, if anything was any sort of real, you wouldn't have heard nothing. Not a peeping word. So probably like a year and some change later. And then all of a sudden you'll just see Jess ain't up there. You'll just hear nothing but Loren. And then you'll hear Jess speak out later. Because like I said, with Angela Yee, you ain't hear nothing. She couldn't speak on nothing. She's still under contract. But Jess can speak and she's still under contract. That let me know right then and there this for now, just for promotion and just to rebuild engagement to the Breakfast Clubs. It's all just a story pitch. Just to see how the traffic will come through and how it will be received with the views regarding toward the Breakfast Club. All entertainment. It ain't real. All right. So that's just me bringing that whole story behind, the real behind the Jess Hilarious and Loren LaRosa situation. Sensei Reality News. I'll let y'all subscribe and like the video. And we on one. We ain't stopping. We ain't going nowhere. One love. Peace.